Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Total War Rome 2 here today on the channel. We're back on our Divide et Impera Athens campaign. This is episode 2. In today's episode, we're going to continue from the conquest of Sparta in the last episode and declare war upon Epirus. So, if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like, subscribe if you're around here with notifications on, let me know in the comments feedback and suggestions for the series thus far, and where you'd like me to expand and conquer. So in the last episode, we managed to rush from our humble Athenian beginnings against the Spartans. We were able to bring Athenian democracy to the Spartan brutes. After that, we managed to put 2 governors in play. We're going to increase our wealth. We've got one army here, just holding in Athens with our navy, as we are at war with the Daco-Thracians to the north, and they still don't want peace for whatever reason. They war-decked us pretty early on, but no bloodshed has come between the 2 kingdoms, and this army hasn't marched south either. Yeah, 20 stack just sitting there. So nothing really has come to fruition on these 2 points. We managed to take Larissa off camera. Settings the Spartans couldn't contend with us. There's no way Larissa could withstand the Athenian onslaught. So we currently have our faction leader here ready to push against Apollonia. They have 6 units inside, along with a 15-man garrison. The King of Epirus is currently in Taurus with 13 units and 5. I wonder if there's elephants in either of these armies. That'd be quite cool. So we have 2 full stacks here, one with our faction leader, and yeah, this is our faction leader, the Brothers of Xenophon, and then we have another army here with the Medusa head wheelers. Really? Okay, faction wise, we're doing alright for now. Oh, I thought I got him married off. Oh, we definitely need to do that at some stage. Regardless, summary-wise, we're still protected. We have 65,000 manpower. We've tripled it within 10 or so turns, which is fantastic. So, diplomacy-wise, we still have this defensive alliance with Macedon, which is a huge, huge play, I think, on my behalf. When you play as Greek city-states, like Athens, Sparta, even to some extent Epirus, once you colonize most of Hellas and southern Macedonia, the Macedonians tend to rush south and split you when you're sort of divided and conquered, when you're sort of weak. But fortunately enough for me, we don't need to worry about the Macedonian onslaught for now. We currently have Athens and Sparta. We still need to take Crete to get the entire region of Hellas. Up towards the region of Macedonia, we do have Larissa, and we will take Apollonia here today from Epirus, and then all that leaves is Pella. So once we finish off with Epirus, let me know in the comments where you'd like me to expand and conquer. We could betray the Macedonians and potentially take Pella, push further north into the Balkans. Once we take Apollonia, we could take Taurus. However, we're probably not going to be able to do that here today because we're going to need ships, because logistics-wise, going through this sea is going to be quite difficult for us. We could maybe push into Asia Minor, Pergamon, against some of the Greek city-states. I would like to knock out Egypt for this series, maybe potentially even Rome as well. We do have trade rights with them. So let's have a look at Epirus. They are currently at war with Rome and Carthage. I feel like going to war with the Romans at some point is probably our best bet, and we're a lot closer to them rather than Carthage, because what we can do, we can join the either Roman Epirus war or the Carthaginian. I think picking Carthage over Rome is probably our best bet. They are probably the largest maritime kingdom in the game so far, and we've already got relatively good relations with them. Look, we're not going to be at war for quite some time anyway. So I will join your war, King of Carthage. Moderate. Would you like trade? High. Whoa, okay. Defensive? No. I would like to get sort of a defensive pact with him if we could. So let's try to get some money. How much are we talking? No way. 10,000? What about for a non-aggression pact as well? Trade, I'll join your war against Epirus, which I'm already going to do, and we get 10,000 gold pieces, or denarii. I guess we're not Roman, so it's not denarii. What do the Greeks call it? Drachme. That's it, drachme. That's what we would have been using back then. There's an interesting fact about that. I think it was up until 2001, before the euro was introduced, the Greeks used drachme, which is hilarious. So we'll try and get this done. No way, what? Okay. As much as I love Divide et Impera, there's no way that Carthage would send 10,000 drachme to the Greeks. What in the fuck? Okay, that is whack. We're going to be able to invest a lot of this. We can put it straight into Athens, and we can even get our marble export up as well if we wanted to. Upgrading Sparta itself is probably the safest bet, and the olive oil production in Larissa is probably next. I'm not gonna lie, I am gobsmacked that that's actually gone through. We've got a little bit. Yeah, let's go with the supply there, because eventually we're gonna try and move over. I don't believe that. Why did they accept that? And now, because we've had that relations, I was gonna say, can we force further diplomacy? So they don't want anything to do with us. But now we're at war with Epirus. Wow. Okay. So we'll send in our faction leader with the main army, and we'll be able to siege this out. Wow. Okay, so let's have a look at the numbers. We'll fight this one here today. So 7,000 Athenians against 4,000 men of Epirus. In the main army, they have some bronze shield pikemen, agrarian assault infantry, Adriatic hoplites, a lot of Greek hoplites inside, and just Greek militia. They also have some reinforcing infantry as well. We do have our own Athenian hoplites fighting, but because of how useful mercenaries are in DEI, we've actually kept the mercenary Greek veterans from the war in Sparta, our short Peloponnesian war. So we still have a lot of mercenary Tarentine cavalry. We've even got our slingers here as well. This secondary army has mostly Athenian hoplites and swordsmen there as well. So let's chuck a quick save and a hard save, and then we'll fight this one on the field. Alrighty, let's go back and, yep, let's assault the city. So, there doesn't seem to be any walls in Apollonia, so we don't need any siege equipment, which is good. The Battle of Apollonia, 275 BC. And they do have some infantry coming in as well. Epirus are such a cool and unique faction. Maybe we should definitely let's play them in the future. Alrighty, so once we take Apollonia, we could push against Taurus. However, we will need serious naval investment, because in DEI they've got the supply system. It's not as easy as in vanilla, just like simply sailing across from our holdings in Apollonia. Because it's the high seas, we're transporting troops, we will take serious supply issues, casualties, and plague and pestilence if we don't bring the armies over with a navy, just due to the Mediterranean high seas there. So we've got a couple of options after this. We could straight up just peace out with Epirus, which will allow two things. It will allow the Romans to sort of focus on them, because they don't want Epirus to be holding troops in Taurus. Taurus, an interesting fact, if we ever make our way to that city, Taurus was actually founded as a Spartan puppet state early in the days of the rise of the Roman Republic. So we could very well bring them back. Ethnic Greeks still occupy the boot of Italy. Also, if I was to sort of create a Delian League, let me know who I should invite. We've already got this small one there with Macedon, but I don't know. I don't trust Macedon, and I kind of want to betray them. I want the city of Pella. Because fortunately enough for me with that defensive pack, if I was fighting Epirus now, you never know. If we didn't have any sort of negotiations or alliances with Macedon, I reckon they would storm the city of Larissa without a moment's notice. Okay guys, welcome to the battlefield. So, it's a nice dry day. Let's straight up start the deployment. Okay, let's see what we're working with. So there's a couple of ways within this city of Apollonia, and we also have a lot of skirmishers to help out. So, if we do want to be aggressive, we can send 2 hoplites down this way. We'll send 3, potentially 4 from the main assault here. We can send an additional 3 this way. And I will send my cavalry all down here to deal with any amphibious attack from the beaches. Okay, so I want to try and skirmish as many of them out as possible. These javelin men are quite useful, so we can sit them behind where I imagine the most of the Apollonian stand is going to hold. And we'll try and be quite dynamic with our skirmishes and push where we can. We'll keep you here. So there's nothing else in reserve. We do have reinforcements coming in, but we want to try and start and get some pressure on them straight away. So let's have a look at some of these units. These are the Athenian hoplites. These are going to be the bread and butter for the campaign. As you can see there, the Owl of Athens. We've also got some other insignia there. I believe that looks like a dolphin. And that frightening looking Medusa mask. As you can see there, the snakes embroidered on the sides. Pushing further back here, we have our skirmishers as well. And here are some of the different and lighter variants of our hoplites, horses and bulls. Pretty symbolic in ancient Greece, of course. And then we've got our cavalry. That's probably what I should show you guys as well. Our cavalry. Now, these guys will be able to skirmish, flank, and really get around the enemy and disrupt and destroy any skirmishers that want to come off the beach. So let's push and try and take this position, and we'll try and skirmish into that where we can. Our reinforcements have arrived, and we'll push for this position here. And let's allow my cavalry to get right into the back of this. So already they're okay, so it looks like their ships are coming further from this way. So, oh, they actually seem to be countercharging me here. Are they really? They seem to be moving their soldiers out already. Well, let's allow them to not gain a position. Our skirmishers are already trying to hit this. Reinforcements are now moving this way. Oh, wow. Okay, so they're really coming at us, which is fascinating. They're not allowing us to box them in and take that ground. I respect that. Okay, so we've got a lot of moving parts here. So you need to swing this way now. Maybe because I've committed a little bit too much there. Alright, let's try and just slow things down a bit, get a bit of a breather. So let's allow all my skirmishers here, bar the general, to move into a superior position. They can sit there. Reinforcements need to double time here, big time. You can, yeah, don't be a little bit defensive. You can sit there. I'm trying to think if I can cycle charge with my cavalry if I can. What I'll try and do is I'll try and bring them into the city where we can. I've got to watch out for this flanking amphibious attack, but that's fine. I think we should just sort of flank and get around them. Is probably our best bet. Okay, reinforcements are now coming in. We'll get everyone bar cavalry and slingers to essentially make an additional line. So that, except for the general, so this can eventually make their way here like that. Alright, sweet. So now we're starting to push in a bit. They're flanking that. You should be able to skirmish into this blob at least. We could go with some flaming shots. Oh, damn it. Yeah, we need... shit. I'm quite surprised that they took the initiative to pull there. Right, push into the back of this. Okay, where is my... This unit needs to be hitting this. Swing around the back of that to help. These guys are flanking hard. Oh, we're so fortunate there. Okay, the men are wavering at the front there. Still hitting into the back of that. Okay, now we're getting some good charges in. Pull back. Go this way so it's a bit more cleaner. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send one unit to take this. Okay, that amphibious assault isn't coming through to them. So you need to take the square there. You need to be pushing around this. Okay, my skirmishers can still be continuing to hit into the back of that. Get around this way. Okay. So, there's a frontline blob here with most of the Athenians and men of Epirus holding the Epirotti. I don't know if they were called that. A nice flank's come over here. And it's great for me that they've committed so many within there. Oh, they're actually breaking slightly. Alright, so we're going to be able to capture the town square, which is massive. Okay, and let's try and get some infantry around the back. So they can be pulled back a bit. What I'll do is I could send a general in just to plug this gap. Because if it's a mass flank, we're just going to get caught too bad there. Yeah, our front line buckled big time, which is a shame. Alright, they're skirmishing out just fine. Push around the back there. These reinforcements are coming through now, which is good. I might need to just withdraw my units there. So we're still holding them on pretty decent angles, but my front line here is all but routed. So we've nearly taken the town square. We should get some massive morale debuffs for them. So it looks like some of our additional infantry has arrived now to help and plug up some of these gaps. Just continue to get the general and the skirmishers further back. Okay, they're still skirmishing in there just fine. Yeah, the more we can sort of drag out, the better. Okay, we've got cavalry here. I want to try and cycle charge, but it's just a little bit close. Okay, that amphibious units are coming in now. So we'll send 2 down here to deal with them. You have now captured the city. There's no other points, is there? Alright, let's try and... It's just so close. Like, close quarters here. We can't really cycle charge all that well. They just need to be pulled out along with this cavalry unit. Okay, our infantry has arrived now, and just allow them to push in to do most of the fighting. And now these guys are in here now. So whoever were centralized there didn't actually do too well, which is a shame. Most of these hoplites, right, who actually took the left flank, because I thought there'd be a lot more there. Oh, yeah, you need to be chasing that, please. And then these guys off the boats as well. We should have had them hold the center. Because what's now happened is weaker units held the front and then it broke against the brunt and entirety of the garrison. So these guys can be pulled further back here now. We still need to deal with them and allow these hoplites to get these guys. These guys weren't quick enough off the beaches. And we're going to be able to surround these archers who have overcommitted massively. Taking the town square has shown a massive morale debuff to Epirus. So they probably did their best thing in their situation. Just trying to blitzkrieg the center there. Okay, their now center's broken. And... Yep, that's it. Victory. We have victory. We could run down the last of them, because there's not really any rhyme or reason why not to, if we can see them. Because there are no arrow towers inside. There might be a small amount of friendly fire, but overall, not too much. So we just need to find them. That's the trick, because they're a little bit hard to see. We can get those chevrons and bonus experience up. Because it's a siege, none of them are going to survive anyway. So let's speed things up. Let's allow the Athenian heavy cavalry to run down the remaining Athenian garrison. We could have auto-resolved this one straight up if we wanted to, but I wanted to have a fight against Epirus, because just logistically wise, I don't think we're going to be able to hit Taurus even if we wanted to here today straight up. Alright. So they're now hitting them. Yeah, so when I took this, what does it say specifically? Held by Athens. The faction who controls this pact will receive morale boosts for any units within the area. Will receive a morale bonus for any units within the area. Yeah, maybe it's slightly different on Rome 2 than Attila from what I can remember. I'm pretty sure, surely if you take the points, they get a morale debuff. Surely. Anyway, we're running down the last of the Epirus infantry. So now, once we've finished and taken their capital, their homeland, Apollonia, we have a decision to make. Do we peace out with Epirus? Or do we continue at war? Peacing out with them would be a smart play. Remaining at war will allow them to bait them potentially over the sea. It just depends where we want to conquer next. Potentially unifying Hellas, taking Crete might be the play. Or just biding and waiting our time until we get a proper Athenian navy to cross. It's just like calculating. Peace, you have to wait 10, 12 turns anyway. So, the Athenians deployed 7,029. We lost 950. We actually lost a lot more in that fight than we lost in the Sparta fight, I think. Anyway, Epirus deployed 4,000. It was a massive 11,000 Greek battle. The pikes did well. Cavalry did well as well. So, let's have a look at our men. How well they did. So, a couple of my Athenian pikes get 200, 150, lost a fair bit there. The mercenaries did well. The lighter hoplites lost a little bit. Cavalry, 225, even though there wasn't that many crazy cycle charges, they still broke 200. Skirmishers, who were sitting there a lot, 107, 19. Skirmishers did well. I allowed them to sort of auto fire and rain fire and death upon the enemy. Slingers and archers, some got 132. The archers got 132 as well. Oh, bang on. And some of the merc slingers got 152 to 87. The peltasts always do quite well. 87 and 86. A decisive victory for the Athenians. Okay, guys, welcome to the campaign map. The Athenians here today have gained fame and glory, while the men of Epirus have gained liberty. We can liberate the inhabitants of this city of Apollonia, but I'm going to occupy it just straight up. But thanks to the Carthaginians, we're going to be able to invest so much here. So, a barracks. Okay, so what other barracks have we got here? Is it tier 3? Nah, tier 2. Because we've already got a couple further south, so we can probably break this one down. And the harbour is probably not too bad of an idea. So, we're going to sit here, replenish and convalesce where we can. If I was to peace out with the men of Epirus, it would have to be for a good deal. They are interested. How much for a payment? Oh, wow. 1,800 is not too bad. And then we can send forces away. Yeah, let's make peace with them. 2,000. Wow, we've managed to merc from the AI 12,000 drachmae. Oh, that's awesome. Well, we've also found Syracuse as well. Opening up trade lanes with them would be a smart idea. And with anyone else if we can. No, they still don't want trade. Well, we've taken Apollonia here today. And unfortunately, guys, on that note, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching episode 2 of the Total War Rome 2 DEI, Divide et Impera, Athenian campaign. Let me know in the comments where you'd like me to expand and conquer next. We probably need to take out Crete soon and take the faction of Knossos. We could betray our Macedonian allies, but maybe having our own sort of Delian league with them is a good idea. We've still got Illyrians further to the north, and we probably should deal. Look, if we... The thing is, right, what do they got? What do the Romans got? Cassentia, Beneventum, Roma, and Iridium. Having a long protracted war against Rome, the best faction in the game, isn't the best idea, so maybe we should just push the peninsula. We've also got Asia Minor to deal with, and I wouldn't mind taking Egypt. I kind of like the idea of Athenians holding the great library of Alexander. What wonders and intellectual debate we would have with protecting the archives. I could just imagine Herodotus and Socrates and whatnot just battling it out. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series, and if you would like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye.